Today we're going to create a detailed instructional video on the carcinogenicity of quinoline, styrene and styrene 7,8 oxide. It's important to understand these substances and the potential risks they pose to our health. So let's dive in and explore this critical topic together. Quinoline is a heterocyclic aromatic organic compound. It's used in the manufacture of dyes, antiseptics, and even in some pharmaceuticals. However, it comes with significant carcinogenic risks. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, or IARC, has classified quinoline as a possible human carcinogen. This classification is based on various studies that have shown its potential to cause cancer in laboratory animals. The main concerns are its ability to cause liver tumors and other types of cancer. Understanding these risks is crucial, especially for those who work with or are exposed to quinoline regularly. Quinoline's carcinogenic risks are primarily associated with liver cancer. However, studies have also indicated a potential link to other types of cancer. These findings underscore the importance of handling quinoline with care and following all safety guidelines to minimize exposure. By being aware of these risks, we can take steps to protect our health and well-being. The findings of the International Agency for Research on Cancer are quite significant. The IARC has conducted extensive research and has provided comprehensive data on the carcinogenicity of quinoline. Their studies have shown that quinoline can cause genetic mutations and other cellular changes that may lead to cancer. It's important to stay informed about these findings and to follow all recommended safety measures when dealing with quinoline. By doing so, we can reduce the risk of cancer and protect our health. Styrene is a chemical used in the manufacturing of various plastic and rubber products. It's also found in cigarette smoke and in vehicle exhaust. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, or IARC, has classified styrene as a possible human carcinogen. This means that there is some evidence that styrene can cause cancer in humans, but it's not conclusive. Long-term exposure to styrene has been linked to an increased risk of leukemia and lymphoma. When we talk about the cancers associated with styrene, it's important to note that the evidence is still emerging. However, studies have shown a potential link to cancers such as leukemia, lymphoma, and possibly pancreatic cancer. Workers in industries that use styrene are at a higher risk due to prolonged exposure. It's crucial to follow safety guidelines and use protective equipment to minimize these risks. The International Agency for Research on Cancer has conducted extensive research on styrene. In their findings, they have classified styrene as Group 2B, which means it is possibly carcinogenic to humans. This classification is based on limited evidence of cancer in humans and sufficient evidence of cancer in experimental animals. The IARC continues to monitor and evaluate the scientific evidence as new studies are published. Styrene 7,8 oxide is a metabolite of styrene, which is used in the manufacturing of various plastic and rubber products. This compound, unfortunately, has been identified as a potential carcinogen. When humans or animals are exposed to styrene, it can be metabolized into styrene 7,8 oxide, which then has the potential to cause DNA damage. This DNA damage can lead to mutations and ultimately cancer. So, it's crucial to understand the risks associated with exposure to this compound. Studies have shown that exposure to styrene 7,8 oxide is linked to various types of cancers. Some of the most commonly associated cancers include leukemia, lymphoma, and cancers of the respiratory tract. Occupational exposure, particularly in industries where styrene is prevalent, poses a significant risk. Workers in these industries need to be aware of these risks and take appropriate protective measures. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, or IARC, has classified styrene 7,8 oxide as a Group 2A carcinogen. This classification means that there is sufficient evidence of carcinogenicity in animals and limited evidence in humans. The IARC findings emphasize the need for stringent regulations and safety protocols to minimize exposure and protect public health. In conclusion, styrene 7,8 oxide poses significant carcinogenic risks, particularly in occupational settings. Awareness and proper safety measures are essential to mitigate these risks. By understanding the associated cancers and adhering to guidelines set forth by agencies like the IARC, we can work towards a safer environment for everyone. Thank you for joining us in this important discussion.